Hey, you guys still there? Sorry about that last video. Excuse me. Last video, I was going to pause you and go get something and bring it to show you, and I hit the stop button. And so that was the end of the video. And I don't do editing, so I wasn't going to splice on the other part. Anyway, I'm back. I'm sorry if you've been sitting there waiting all this time. Today's shave is Ethos Grooming Essentials Dragonsbeard. I think that's the V5. I've got a V4 and a V5. And I have the splash and the EDP. And to top things off, we're using a Dragonsbeard brush. It came with a stand back when they were available for it to sit on as well. And I just had a fresh Allen Long knot. Let me go ahead and dump that. Allen Long Reserve 8 Badger knot put in it. So let's go ahead and start lathering this and get things moving a little bit, So it's a new knot in this. It might lose a hair or two. That does not break the no shedding rule because it is a new knot. So how's everybody doing? I'm liable to pause you when I remember what I was going to get to show you later here. Hopefully I'll hit the pause button rather than the stop button, because that's just getting frustrating. Hey, hold on, I'll be right back, and boom, the video's off. Let me get the soap off the sides. This is the ultraviolet glass container. And I try to handle that gingerly. Set that there where it's safe and get the face wet. This brush was sitting for quite a while, soaking longer than usual while I was getting things set up, and I had to go wake up the lighting crew. So, yeah, I think the lather's just a little thinner here because of how much water the knot retained. So this is the setup Dragonsbeard I've used the past 3 days. And hey, today's Fridays with Frank, so man, just an amazing scent. If you're wondering about this one, there's a single hair there coming out. If you're wondering about this scent, it's one that sells out very quickly, and it's released every October. Okay, so we are using our titanium polished Blackland Vector. This was out for a little spa treatment to get some scratches taken off of it, and happy to have that back. Member, I can't remember, is it JD or VD Lorenzo had asked me about, out of all my razors, to give him a top 3. So I have not forgotten, and I'm hoping to get that video out by next weekend, if not before. And that'll be just a separate video to highlight the razors I chose. I'm still giving it some thought. I was waiting for this to come back in so I could shave with it some more to compare it to some other single edge artist clubs that I have. So now that it's back, I'm waiting for one of the razor on loan to get back to me. It's in the mail and on its way, so like I said, I should be able to get that video up within the week. Thank you for your patience, Lorenzo. Alrighty, let's see here. Across the grain. So how did the barber win the race? I know you were thinking, uh-oh, he's got his bite calendar back up. No dad jokes. I've got a few for you. So how did the barber win the race? He knew a shortcut. You know, there was a man, he walked into his house and he realized that all his lamps were stolen. He was delighted. Get it? Yeah, we got it. All right. We'll add a little bit of moisture to the face and a slight rinse here and then get our third pass. So this knot by Allen is just like all the others. You know the difference between, I've got, oh goodness, reserve 2s, 5, 6, 7, and 8, I think. Can't remember, I'd have to look at all the cards, but you know, I don't really pick up on the nuances like some probably do that are more connoisseurs with regard to the knots, what the differences are. Alan would be a much better person to explain those differences if there are, or it's just batches that come in. But every one of his knots, right from the get-go, it doesn't hog the lather. It's got good flow through, good backbone without being crazy, just soft. He's just a genius when it comes to hand tying these. You know, there's a paladin brush I wanted, and I asked how much I could get it for without the knot. Because I wanted to send it to Alan, have one of his put in it. And I think it was the email I got back. I mean, it was kind, respectful, but it was like, you know, it's full price. Well, I'm not paying full price without a knot. And they went on to iterate how, you know, this is the daughter of in the family that has done this for generations and how good theirs are. And I wasn't debating that their knots aren't good. And I certainly wasn't trying to, you know, throw shade or anything on the individual that does their knots. I have paladins, I enjoy them, but Alan's knots are just better. I'm sorry, I'm not going to get into debates on it with people. You know, the only reason I told him what was going in it was because he said that, you know, the reason they do this is that they don't want inferior knots being, you know, put in there. put in their brushes. 1 second. So, you know, that was their stance on it, and I was, so I was letting them know I'm not putting an inferior knot in it. You know, it's a very skilled individual that I wanted to put a knot in. It's not going to take away from, your handle, and, how beautiful they are and how you turn them and the quality. And he went on to tell me again about how good the person that does his knots is, and that's their stance. And, my feelings are this, as a consumer. I'm not paying full price when probably at least half of that is for the knot. 1 second. Beautiful, beautiful brush. Anyway, I'm not paying, for something I'm not getting, and then they're going to send it to me without the knot in it, so they know I'm going to put something in it. So that kind of throws out the window. Maybe it's a discouragement for people to do that, but they're not stopping them from putting what knot they want into it. They're just wanting full price for half a brush, basically. And so they're entitled to do what they want, and that's fine. But I'm not paying full price for a brush and getting just a handle. So there's my little rant. Not really a rant, just popped into my head while I was getting this, which is, come on. I want enough of the splash on here. Oh, man. Let me look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 now. Brushes and knots that I have. Either Alan has turned the handle and done the knot, or he's put the knot in it for me. I have 2 Paladins because I like the handles. The knots are okay, but they're not on the same level as Alan's. Just the way it is. That's what I'm feeling on my face. Anyway. What do you call a belt that's made out of watches? A waste of time. All right, so there you go. There's the shave. We did Ethos Dragonsbeard. We did the Trifecta. We had the soap, the splash, and the EDP. We used the Blackland Vector, polished by Blackland. And we used our Dragonsbeard brush. This was made by Tim of Knothead Brushworks. He's no longer in the business anymore. It was a limited run that had been done, so there's very few of these out there. Frank, I think, is wanting to get some more made at some point. He's such a busy guy. I'm sure he'll get around to that eventually. And that Reserve 8 Badger is just an incredible, incredible hand-tied knot. So, great shave. Oh, 1 second, okay? I'm going to hit the pause button. Hey, you still there? Hey, it worked that time. You just got to hit the right button, right? So, reason I wanted to drink my coffee is because I was thirsty. No, reason I wanted to pause that is my last shave was with the Schick band razor, which I kind of prefer over the Gillette model that I had. And I still have that. So, I have that in the case here. And they give a good shave too. There's how that turns. You have this one is adjustable. You can go from low to high as far as exposure, I guess. So it's on, as you can see there, probably it's on the, trying to hold 2 things at once. It's on the shave 4. So if you're not squeamish, I can send this to you. You can twist it, get that blade off of there basically, move on to the next blade. Or you could replace the whole head. I may have some spare or a spare, but I don't know that I do. If I do, I will send it with it. But this is a giveaway for that. So if you'd like to be in the runnings for the Gillette Techmatic, just put Techmatic somewhere in your comment below, okay? So Techmatic, and we'll draw somebody to get that. So that's why I was hoping to pause it last week and hit the wrong button. My apologies. Anyway, so there you go. There's a giveaway. I know somebody will enjoy that, so we'll see who wants to get put into that drawing. Anyway, Dave in Kentucky, thanks so much for being here, sharing a shave with me. I will be getting to the 3 top modern, 3 top vintage razors coming up very soon as well, within the next week, I hope. Be kind, be safe out there, and we'll see you on the forum.